Hello, race fans, and welcome back to the More Freedom series. Today we have traveled to the Talladega Superspeedway for the Talladega 100. This is going to be the season finale in the More Freedom series, season 3. And with the points very close, let's go through your top 10. Your points leader is going to be the 96 of Nico. Second will be the 3 of Geek Girl Games. Third will be the 329 of Heck of a Duber. Fourth will be the 49 of Jetman. Fifth will be the 300 of Resemble. Sixth will be the 33 of Harvey Jones. Seventh will be the 80 of Hog Eric. Eighth will be the 00 of Mudbone. Ninth will be the 799 of Mike Check. And rounding out your top 10 will be the 69 of Arco Creates. Checking in on your team and chassis standings, MBR still leads the way with Aces to Z second, KFB Racing third, Douche Motorsports fourth, and rounding out the top 5, Dump and Roll Racing. The chassis standings still has Toyota with a pretty commanding lead here in the last race, with Dodge second, Chevy third, Ford fourth, and Pontiac fifth. So again, this is the last race, the season finale of the More Freedom Series Season 3. Now I'm looking forward to it. This crowd is already piling in, so let's go racing. Let's go through your starting top 10 today for this Talladega 100. Starting on the pole will be the number 20 of Adam B5000, and on his outside, the 619 of Balls Deep. Starting third will be the 88 of NM, and on his outside, the 544 of Frederick Winklebaum. Starting fifth will be the 11 of TC Roberts, and on his outside, the 71 of Kung Fu Beer. Starting seventh will be the 49 or the 40 of Veteran Chaos, and on his outside will be the 49 of Jetman. Starting ninth will be the 123 of Roy Chow, and rounding out your top 10 will be the 660 of Garrett Miller. For those of you playing along at home, your points leader, the 96 of Nico, will be starting 14th today. The 3 of Geek Girl Games will be starting 34th, and the 329 of Heck of a Duber will be starting 22nd. So with an outside chance to win the 49 of Jetman, he is starting in the top 10. But again, it doesn't matter where you start in this race because it is a plate track. It's just a matter of how you finish. So you got to stay out of trouble, you know, and all those things here at Talladega. So we're going to see who can win this race here today. It should be an exciting show. Every single point, every single position is going to matter when it comes down to it at the end, as again, there's only 14 points separating first, second, and third for the championship here today. And I'm very, very excited to see who can come out on top, who can win this. And I'm going to see what Adam B5000 here can do, taking that Chevy on the pole and seeing if he can dominate this race at the front, or what the 88 of NM has for him there right behind him with 619 of Balls Deep on his outside. Frederick's going to be in hot pursuit of all of them there, is starting in fourth as they head into the tri-oval. Bringing him through the tri-oval is that 20 of Adam B5000. We're going to see what he's got here today for this More Freedom Series, this season finale. We're waiting on that green flag here from our starter. Green flag is out, and we are underway here at Talladega for race number 36. As they head down into turn 1, we're going to see what Adam does, as he's going to stay low right now. We're going to watch that 619 of Balls Deep. He is riding right there behind, in front of that 544 Frederick Winklebaum, as the 88 of NM looks like he might start to get passed right here by the 11 of TC Roberts. TC is going to make it 3 wide down the backstretch, maybe 4 wide down the backstretch, as the 88 of NM is able to clear him, gets down to the bottom. Frederick is sliding high out there in the high groove, and as the 88 of NM down to the bottom right now, he's going to be behind the 20 of Adam B5000. We're going to see if he can get a good run as the 11 of TC Roberts slips underneath him. We got 4 wide through the tri-oval, it looks like, with the 8 of Moon Bunny, as the 20 of Adam B5000 is going to be the leader on lap number 1, as we watch them come into 1 and 2 right here. 619 very high right there through 1 and 2, as he's going to catch up with the 660 and the 88 of NM. as the 8 of Moon Bunny right now dropping down to the inside of the 123 of Roy Chow. Here comes several Aces to Z Motorsports drivers, the 95, the 23, and the 06 as they head down the backstretch. But we got a 3-car breakaway right now between the 123 and the 20 and the 40, so let's bring up your timing and scoring. As always, top 10 will be on your left. Favorite driver scrolling across the top. As the 123 of Roy Chow now trying to get underneath that 40 of Veteran Chaos. We watch this 8 of Moon Bunny hooked up with the 95 of Zed Brunner right here as the 123 of Roy Chow is able to make a move on that 40 of Veteran Chaos down into turn 1 and 2. So Roy Chow pushing his car, that Toyota for Dump and Roll Racing, out to the second position right now. Currently in third is going to be that 8 of Moon Bunny, followed along by the 95 of Zed Brunner, who is now under attack by the 06 of Ice Cream Sundays, and possibly the 80 of Hog Eric, as Eric getting down to the inside of the 06. So Dump and Roll Racing trying to make it up to the front as the 8 of Moon Bunny, a good run on the 123 of Roy Chow. He has to slide high or risk an incident right there as the 80 of Hog Eric now able to catch up to the back of the 8 of Moon Bunny. With a good run through the tri-oval is the 34 of Super Snake and his teammate, the 777 of Seabass. So both of those Amish buggy racing cars, those two Pontiacs, only two in the field, making their way into the second and third position. As of right now, we're going to see if the 777 leaves the 34 out to dry. He does, as we do have an accident in the back of the pack. Looks like it's going to involve the 329 of Heck of a Duber, as we do see damage on that 329 car. We're going to watch this 20 of Adam B5000. Yeah, 20 of Adam B5000. I was like, whose name did I call as we race back to the start-finish line? So Adam is going to be leading here as of right now over that 07 of Douchebaggins. He beat right to the back bumper, that 20. Trying to get slowed up here as I head down the backstretch. It's pretty difficult to get your car woed up from 180 or 90 miles an hour down to 70 miles an hour. So we're going to see what Adam has right now. Let's see what he does in the pits, and then we'll check out and see what brought out that caution. I thought I heard somebody driving really fast right there. So we'll watch Adam come down pit road here in just a moment. We'll see if anybody decides to stay out, which I think would be crazy as we're 5 laps in and you can only go about 10 to 12 laps here at Talladega on fuel. So Adam heading down pit road right now. Very long pit road here at Talladega. Watching that 799 duck in right there. 777's ducking in. Adam all here all alone right now. Again, Adam started from the pole. He's trying to lead. He's going to try to lead every single lap, I think. He's got a good car in there for Elliott Motorsports, as let's see what he's got going on. It looks like he is going right side tires. I see some other folks going right side tires as well. We're going to see what Vet does. He's going right side tires. 619 of Balls Deep is in. So right side tires and fuel for probably most of these drivers as the 20 of Adam B5000 gets underway. We'll see if DB lets him around him or if he's just, you know, going to try to keep him back there, but we'll jump up here and check out that pace car and see what brought out that caution. Well, this caution is going to be brought out by the 420 of Queen of Hearts. She's just going to bounce it off the wall here, so let's see this in action. From the roof cam of the 00 car. from the roof cam of the 71 of Kung Fu Beer, we can see her way up there in the marble. So let's see this. And finally, from the rear roof cam on the 329 of Heck of a Duber. Well, with one more lap to go here until we get to the green flag, we saw who was involved in those cautions. Unfortunately, there was an incident on the track involving the 33 of Harvey Jones and the 96 of Nico. Harvey just slammed on his brakes, and Nico, who was right behind him, ran into him. So that might be the end of Nico's day. We're going to see what happens. He had to come into the pits. He had damage on the front of his car. The 20 of Adam B5000 is your leader right now. Second place will be the 07 of Douchebag, and second will be the 799 of Mike Check. Third will be the 300 of Resemble. Fourth, wait, 07 is second, 799 is third, 300 is fourth, the 777 of Seabass is fifth, sixth is the 51 of AJM, seventh is 23 of Fuller Than You, eighth will be the 8 of Moon Bunny, ninth will be the 72 of Duchess, and rounding out your top 10 will be the 40 of Veteran Chaos. So that the pace car ducks in. They're heading down pit road. Adam B5000 leading us down to take the green flag. He has had a stout car here today. We're going to see what he has for that 07 of Douchebaggins DB. It really does have a good car underneath him. So Chevy looks like they're doing pretty well here at Talladega as of right now. A couple Toyotas lined up behind him in that Pontiac. Adam drops it down a little bit low, trying not to let DB get that draft on him as we take the green flag back underway here at Talladega. As we head down into turn one, I'm going to check in on that 96. He is still in the running right now, so we're going to see what happens with him as the 07 of Douchebaggins pushes himself out to the lead, but not to be outdone as the 799 of Mike Check right there with his teammate, the 300 of Resemble, and the 777 of Seabass as they head down into the 3 and 4. So Mike Check and Resemble lining up right here to pass those two Chevys, the 07 and the 20, getting help from the 777 and the 51 of AJM and the 23 of Fuller Than You. Down the front, heading towards the front stretch into the tri-oval. Your leader on the track is the 799 of Mike Check. So Mike trying to lead a lap here today as he takes over the lead from the 20 of Adam B5000, who had led the entirety of the race as of up until this point. So Mike is out to the lead. Got a 4-car breakaway right now with him, the 300, the 777, the 23, and the 51 as the 51 of AJM drops down to the inside. Seeing the opportunity, the 300, his teammate, drops down to the inside as well. Here comes the 660 of Garrett Miller underneath the 20 of Adam B5000 as the 300 of Resemble tries to push himself out to the lead. So Resemble trying to take the lead here almost to halfway. We're getting closer to halfway. I mean, we got 28 laps to go, so about 9 laps until halfway, I do believe, as Resemble takes over the lead right now from his teammate, 799 of Mike Check, who is way up high right now. Behind him is going to be that 660 of Garrett Miller and the 20 of Adam B5000. So Garrett down to the inside of the 300 of Resemble. He's going to try to take over the lead right here as for Showstoppers Racing, as the 38 of Baseman making his way with help on the 143 of Mom Games Hard. So draft right there to the back bumper of the 660 of Garrett Miller. So watching this battle for the lead, we're keeping an eye on your points leaders. So Nico, that 96, still in last place. G3 might be in the line here to win this championship, but we'll find out as, again, those points were very, very close. As we do have some crashing. Looks like the 799, several cars involved here. Several cars involved here. checking out what's going on here. It looks like the 51 and the 799 involved in this incident. So race back to the caution flag between the 38 of Baseman and possibly the 42 of ZWTF, as it's getting a little wild right there on that race back to the caution, as the 38 of Baseman will lead us back with the 42 of ZWTF. So they got to get slowed up again from about 190 to 195 miles an hour down to 70 miles an hour as they head towards the backstretch. So your leader is that 38 of Baseman as they try to figure their lives out right now. So second caution of the day here on lap number 13, as your leader is the 38 of Baseman, with ZWTF in second position and the 1 of Jamal Jackson in third. So KFB Racing again putting on a good show here today. First and third as we head towards this caution. So again, that it looks like, unfortunately, the 11 of TC Roberts and the 51 of AJM both going to be out of the race as of right now as a result of that caution, and possibly that 799 of Mike Check. We'll see what he does in the pits if he's not already there, but we're going to be watching this 38 of Baseman as we come around the track right now. Hopefully those people that do have damage will be getting repairs and all that stuff on their car, make them a little bit better. Throw some tape on there, you know, whatever they need to do to get that car sped up, as currently the 96 and the 329 running together on the track. I don't see anybody staying out as of right now because it's about time for pits anyhow. So we're going to watch out 38 of Baseman as he gets into his pits. Left side tires this time for the 38 of Baseman, and fuel going into his car. The 1 of Jamal Jackson is down as we see an incident between the 34 of Super Snake and the 42 of ZWTF. So again, very precarious situation getting in and out of these pits here in the More Freedom Series. As Adam is into his pits, left side tires going on that 619 of Balls Deep we see right there, as I believe that's going to be... Looks like the 29 of Wishbone Attack may have stayed out, taken the lead, got, you know, just get that lap led. Doesn't hurt, you know, as he currently runs 23rd in points, just 1 point behind TC Roberts, who is out of this race. So that could put him in, you know, to the 22nd position in points as we finish this season. So let's see what brought out that caution which involved that 51 and the 11. So the same thing that happened to the 420 at Queen of Hearts got up into the marbles here. The 51 does, and I think that was the 420. Anyway, the 51 gets up into the marbles here, bounces off the outside wall, and he's going to get into the 799 of Mike Check. So there's that, as the 11 just had nowhere to go, and luckily, nobody else involved in that except for those three cars. Unfortunately, that will put out the 11 and the 51 and the 799. My apologies. I said the 799 was out. He is not out. He's currently last position of those still running. We're going to check in on that 96 of Nico. We're going to see if they did any work on that 96 and allowed him to get that hood fixed, and maybe he can make up some positions here, but we'll find out. As again, your leader is the 29 of Wishbone Attack, so let's go through your current top 10. The leader on the track is the 29 of Wishbone Attack. Second place will be the 38 of Baseman. Third will be the 143 of Mom Games Hard. Fourth will be the 42 of ZWTF. Fifth will be the 1 of Jamal Jackson. Sixth will be the 95 of Zed Brunna. Seventh will be the 619 of Balls Deep. Eighth will be the 25 of JTM. Ninth will be the 123 of Roy Chow. And rounding out your top 10 will be the 777 of Seabass. Your points leaders, the 3 of Geek Girl Games, currently in 19th. 28th will be the 329 of Heck of a Duber, and currently running in the 33rd position because of that damage will be the 96 of Nico. So I think as of right now, if the race was to finish, the 3 of Geek Girl Games would be your champion, but we still have about 23 laps to go here at Talladega. We're going to see, I'm sure the 29 is going to pit, which I understand the staying out, but that's going to really harm you when it comes to the draft and all that stuff. But maybe with being off cycle, he's hoping for maybe another caution, get in, and he'll be leading after that caution. So we'll see what the thinking is with that MBR crew. But as always, good to see the 29 out there in front of the field. Well, Wishbone Attack is leading us down to take this green flag again, and he is going to keep it out here on the track as the pace car ducks in right there. So we're going to see what he can do with limited fuel in that 29 Dodge for MBR, as you can try to hold off that 38 of Baseman and the 143 of Mom Games Hard. Green flag is out. We're back underway here at Talladega. So Wishbone Attack gets a little bit of a jump right there over the 38 of Baseman and the 42 of ZWTF. They're going to make a run on him, though, because I believe he's going to have to pit just any lap now. He's going to have to pit this car, and we're going to see what ZWTF does as he drops down to the inside. No, he does a Baseman with like a crossover move right there, trying to get down to the inside of the 29 of Wishbone Attack. We're going to see if he swings it down to the bottom of the track right here. He is sliding down. We're going to see if he goes into the pits or not. He's staying out. No, he's into the pits. So Wishbone Attack into the pits. He leads about 4 laps here at Talladega. He's going to get those 5 bonus points. And he may have... Nope, he didn't lead it halfway as we have 20 laps to go still. But your leader is at 38 of Baseman. Closing in on him is the 1 of Jamal Jackson. So Baseman trying to move up from the 19th in points into the top, well, more higher, because he's actually tied for 19th with his teammate, the 1 of Jamal Jackson. He's actually trying to win, like, I think race number 2 or 3 here this season, but Jamal is trying to win, I think, race number 2 this season. But he's got a host of trouble behind him with that 777 of Seabass and that 06 of Ice Cream Some Days, who is trying to win race number 3 this season for herself and Aces to Z Motorsports. As the 777 of Seabass trying to get a win under his belt as well. Drag himself clawing and screaming out of last place in points as he'd fallen back to it again. Again, I mean, you can see that Seabass hasn't had a bad car, and he hasn't really had a bad car all season. It's just he's had bad luck. Kind of like, you know, I'm trying to think of 40 of Veteran Chaos had horrible luck last year. So as a 38 of Baseman and another KFB Racing car right here on the screen, the 619 of Balls Deep and that 143 of Mom Games Hard. So MGH swinging it down underneath the 619 of Balls Deep, followed along by the 123 of Roy Chow. They're about to catch up to that 29 of Wishbone Attack, as I'm just going backwards at this point to catch up to those in the back of the pack. As it looks like the 96's day is over, folks. So the 29 of Wishbone Attack is going to be caught up to by the rest of this field, and it looks like the 96 will be done for the day. Looks like he might have been involved in an incident. So watching this battle, oh no, he wasn't involved in an incident. He just lost his gearbox. But I did see damage on the 71 of Kung Fu Beer. I was not sure if that was related or not. But at 29 of Wishbone Attack, he is getting passed right now by all these leaders as the 38 of Baseman still leading here. He's led 5 laps as the 123 of Roy Chow now down to his inside. But here comes the 25 of JTM right to the back bumper of that 123 of Roy Chow. So Baseman he tried for it. He tried for the block right there on the 123 of Roy Chow. He isn't able to pull it off. So the battle for the championship, as of right now, it's going to be between the 329 of Heck of a Duber and the 3 of Geek Girl Games, as the points leader, the 96 of Nico, goes out of the race. So probably related to that incident between him and the 33, and it just ended up losing his gearbox, probably damaged transmission lines, as we do have an incident between, oh, we've got the 660 flipping. The 38's around, the 660 in a massive incident right now. Oh, goodness. So trying to lead it back to this yellow flag is the 25 of JTM. Fall right behind him is going to be the 329 of Heck of a Duber, who's going to be second. You saw that one live, folks. That 660 of Garrett Miller had a rough go. We're hoping he's okay. And then just piling on was the 799 of Mike Check. So Duber up to the second position. G3 currently running 13th. So again, it's going to be a wild finish here to end this season, as it's going to be between that 329 and the 3, after the 329 has just led the points for so many weeks this season, has been up there. I would say the majority of the season, the 329 has been either in the top 5, 10, or led the points. And he is trying to win his first championship here this season after moving over from Dodge to Douche Motorsports in the 329. Kept the Taco Bell and Heinz went with him because, you know, the ketchup taco car wouldn't be them without it. And so Duber is trying to win his first championship of the year, as the 25 of JTM is staying out. It looks like, no, wait. 25 of JTM is staying out. Duber's coming in. Several folks staying out right now. So we're going to see how that ends up for them, as the 3 of Geek Girl Games does stay out as well. Let's check in and see what brought out that caution. Well, like the other 2 cautions, what happens here is the 38 of Baseman gets way too high coming off of turn 2, gets into those marbles, going to get into the outside wall, and it's going to bounce him off into several other cars, which is going to cause that chain reaction between the 29, the 660, the 06. Let's see this in action. I was very incorrect, and we're watching that flips by the 660 of Garrett Miller as he slides down the track, and he's going to get hit by the 420 right there. 420 just lit him up. But let's see that. You saw it. Let's watch that again. Let's watch this where the 38 bounces off the wall, because in that other incident, it looked like the 29 came down and hooked the 660. So rates an incident right there. And I mean, these are both racing incidences, but let's see what happens with the 06. She spins with the 95 of Zed Bruno. Zed looks like he's okay. A little bit of damage there on the front and the back. But our main concern right now is for that 660 of Garrett Miller after those rough hits and then just being slammed by the 420 right there. Well, as we come down to get the one to go here in the More Freedom series, let's go through your current top 10. Again, your leader is the 25 of JTM. Second will be the 300 of Resemble. Third will be the 49 of Jetman. Fourth will be the 777 of Seabass. Fifth will be the 80 of Hog Eric. Sixth will be the 40 of Veteran Chaos. Seventh will be the 1 of Jamal Jackson. Eighth will be the 07 of Douche Baggins. Ninth will be the 143 of Mom Games Hard. And rounding out your top 10 will be the 13 of King of the Aces. We see that 29 dropping down to the inside right there. He is a lap down as of right now. Again, on a different pit schedule, but a lot of these drivers are now on a different pit schedule, as we saw about half the field come in and pit, half the field stayed out. So the first 14 people stayed out, and then everybody through the 00 of Mudbone. So about half the field came in and half the field stayed out. So we're going to see what that means for the rest of this race, as currently the 3 of Geek Girl Games runs in the 29th position, and the 320. Oh, so G3 did come in and pit, folks. G3 did come in and pit. So she's pitted. She's back out on the track. So she's running back in 29th position. Duber's up to 15th position. So as of right now, if the race ended right in this point, your winner would be that 329 of Heck of a Duber, as we do see the 25 of JTM is coming into the pits. So 25 is ducking in. He got those 5 bonus points, I guess, is what he wanted. As the 1 of Jamal Jackson dropping down, so was the 13. Those drivers just might actually just be out of gas, folks. So the 300 of Resemble leading us down to take the green flag. Right behind him is going to be the 49 of Jetman. So a bunch of drivers may have just run out of gas here at Talladega. That 300 and the 49 might be 2 of them in just a moment, along with that 80 of Hog Eric. Hoping for a caution is a bunch of these drivers. As the 29 of Wishbone Attack, he's going to get a little bit of draft by his teammate, that 49 of Jetman. And if all these drivers pit, that might put that 329 of Heck of a Duber out to the lead, as we see a bunch of drivers peeling off the track right now. 300 way down low. He's going to duck it in. So that's going to put your leader as the 329 of Heck of a Duber, as they're going to catch up to that 29 of Wishbone Attack. So Duber able to lead a lap here today in the More Freedom Series. That might seal his victory, as we probably are going to have a caution, folks, because of that 619, I think, is out of gas. No, he's not. He's just slow. So tough break for numerous drivers right now, as they don't pit, run themselves out of gas, and it's looking like that's going to be the end of their race, as the 329 of Heck of a Duber is leading the way right now. Right behind him is going to be the fighting it out for second position will be the 88 of NM and the 619 of Balls Deep, as we see the 49 of Jetman coming out of the pits after himself getting gas. So NM looking to win race number 3 this season, as he's going to make a run on the back end of that 329 of Heck of a Duber. Down the backstretch, he's going to get helped by the 619 of Balls Deep. So Eric out of the race because he ran out of fuel on the track. They pushed him behind the wall. As the 88 of NM, your leader as of right now. The 619 and him trying to cross each other over, I think, as I'm just watching the craziness happen on the timing and scoring, as all those drivers who didn't pit are now just regretting the decision. As the 619 of Balls Deep, he is your leader currently on the track with 8 laps to go. There's that 07 of Douche Baggins. DB is going to be 1 lap down as of right now. So he's coming back up to speed. Everybody's going high. The 88 of NM thinking about going low. He's going to swing it high. The 38 of Baseman might have enough juice left in that tank to get him back to the pits. He's very, very slow right now. 300 of Resemble is not a lap down, but he's about to go a lap down probably to these leaders, as the 88 of NM trying to battle it out with the 329 of Heck of a Duber, who is trying to win the race, win the series. As of right now, I think that the 3 of Geek Girl Games is going to have to win it. He's going to have to win the race to win the series. And I am just... all the unbelievable things that have happened in this race. People running out of gas. People, you know, Nico losing his gearbox. And I went back, watched the replay during the caution, and his gearbox just gave out on him. So, you know, Nico losing his gearbox, and I'm sure it was involved due to that incident with the 33 of Harvey Jones. But cautions, all sorts of crazy shenanigans happening here today to end out this season. And we're looking at the 88 and the 619 and the 329 battling it out right now for the lead and the win. Let's go back and check in. So we're about to see a huge pack of cars as we see that 3 of Geek Girl Games right now with the 72 of Duchess. So they're about to catch up to your 3 leaders. The 3-car breakaway is about to be a bunch of cars in just a couple, probably a couple laps here, as the 619 takes the lead back from the 88 of NM. So Duber has led 2 laps here today, and he is trying to win this race. He's trying to win this championship in an absolutely wild, crazy, shenanigan-filled day of racing here in the More Freedom Series, as the 300 of Resemble is desperately trying to get his lap back. He's going to try to get his lap back from the 619 and or the 88 of NM as he slides high. I'm not sure what happened to Resemble just then. Oh, we've got pit stops happening. The 329, the 619, the 88 all in. So lots of pit stops happening, but you know what that means is that I think your leader is going to be the 33 of Harvey Jones right now. I guess we'd win about 10 laps, so it is time for pit stops, as your leader on the track is the 33 of Harvey Jones and the 95 of Zed Brunna. So G3 currently running in the 3rd position, all out here by herself, as Harvey is putting DB back a lap down, as well as he's going to try to put that 300 a lap down. Wild, crazy shenanigans happening here, folks. As it looks like the 300, the 33, the 95 in. The 3 of Geek Girl Games stays out. She is going to lead a lap, folks. G3 is going to get a lap led here today at Talladega. So Duber having not led the most laps, G3 having led a lap, this could be an interesting end to this race, as there's 4 laps to go, and I think G3 is going to have to pit. So she probably pitted 3 laps after Duber, and she's all out here by herself, really, with the one of Jamal Jackson, as we watch her just racing around this track. And I mean, he's going for 2 in a row. If she can pull off 2 wins in a row, I think she's coming into the pits, folks. She's coming in. We're going to watch the 3 of Geek Girl Games as she brings it down onto pit road for the final time in the quest for her championship. She is into her pits. They are going gas only, folks. Putting in as much as they can. She's down. She's away. She's heading down pit road. We're watching behind her on the track to see if we see Duber. So long down this pit road right now. She absolutely wants to speed. She wants to put the hammer down. She's trying to win this. She's trying her best right now, putting herself in the best position to win this race. She's got the hammer down now, as it looked, I'm not sure who went past her, but we're watching. We'll see who that was. That was a 143, her teammate. So Mom gains hard in front of her right now, as we see the 33 of Harvey Jones. He's probably going to take over the lead right here from the 3 of Geek Girl Games. I'm not sure yet. It could be the 25 at JTM being your leader. It could be the 777 of Seabass. I'm waiting for timing and scoring to update, so we know who the leader is right now. So I'm not sure. We've got a couple laps to go. G3 right now is in front of that 329 of Heck of a Duber. Your leader is the 33 of Harvey Jones. Making sure. We're going to be coming down. Harvey's your leader. Second's going to be that 20 of Adam B5000. Third is about to be the 3 of Geek Girl Games. This is for all the marbles. This is for the championship. This is Duber, G3, battling it out right here. Last closing laps as G3 is down to the inside of the 20. Nevada B5000 right here comes Duber. 1 lap to go, folks. 1 lap to go to finish out the season, to finish the championship. G3 right now pushing her number 3 Reese Chevy for G3 Motorsports out to the lead, helped along by the 619 of Balls Deep. That 329 of Heck of a Duber. He's going to try to get help with the 20 of Adam B5000. He's making it 3 wide down the backstretch. He's trying to play spoiler to G3's championship. She's got 3 or 4 cars over the 619 of Balls Deep into 3 and 4. Coming out of nowhere right now is the 3 of Geek Girl Games. She's running it down into the trioval. She's going for 2 in a row. She's going for the championship here, folks. She's coming out of the trioval. The 619 isn't going to get her. Your winner today here at Talladega, your season champion, is going to be, I believe, the 3 of Geek Girl Games. Like, I can't even talk. I'm so excited that the ending to this race, Duber is going to finish 4th here today. The G3 needed to win this race, and she put herself in that position. Great pit strategy by her team, and I think that is what's going to win her the championship here today, here in the More Freedom Series. Speechless. Let's go through your finishing order. Your winner is the 3 of Geek Girl Games. Second place will be the 619 of Balls Deep. Third will be the 20 of Adam B5000. Fourth will be the 329 of Heck of a Duber. Fifth will be the 23 of Fuller Than You. Sixth will be the 33 of Harvey Jones. Seventh will be the 123 of Roy Chow. Eighth will be the 544 of Frederick Winklebaum. Ninth will be the 95 of Zed Brunna. And rounding out your top 10 will be the 72 of Duchess. Wow. No race next week because this was the season finale. And I think we need to go to your all important points and see who won the championship. All right, folks, let's go through your points. Your points champion for this season is the 3 of Geek Girl Games. And in second place will be the 329 of Heck of a Duber. Third will be the 96 of Nico. Fourth will be the 49 of Jetman. Fifth will be the 300 of Resemble. Sixth will be the 33 of Harvey Jones. Seventh will be the 00 of Mudbone. Eighth will be the 80 of Hog Eric. Ninth will be the 799 of Mike Check. And rounding out your top 10 will be the 69 of Arco Creates. So G3 comes out in the last 2 races and wins both of them and wins this championship here this season. She is going to tie Nico for the most wins in a season with 4, and she may or may not take over the overall lead in the career stats after that win. So she will take over the most wins in the career stats, and I believe she has 5 now. but she is your points championship winner here today in the More Freedom Series. She's also the race winner here in the More Freedom Series, and I am so ecstatic, so happy. She won by 27 points over Heck of a Duber, and unfortunately, Nico dropped down to third after that unfortunate losing his gearbox and incident with Harvey Jones, but congratulations today to G3. She ran an amazing season, came out of nowhere in the last few races and was able to win this championship. And I'm so very happy for her. And yeah, that's gonna do it here today for the More Freedom Series. And until next season, when we come back in 2024 for season 4, take care.